Hello friends, welcome to another The Reset Girl month Hobonichi style memory planning spread, and this week I'm using my Hobonichi style planner, which is an Edit B6 notebook. I'm showing you the new chapter printables. I'll be working with the kit for this month from The Reset Girl is called New Chapter. So these are the 2x2 bonus quotes that you get if you get the whole printable bundle, and I'll put a link in the description box below. Really like the colors this month and the focus on with the beginning of school, whether you've got kids that are starting back to school or college, and maybe you're starting a new chapter in your life, or you're just a bibliophile and you love books. This kit would be great for you. There's some book loving elements, some reading elements, and I really love this kit. So I'm deciding how I want my design process to go here and how I want the layout to go. So first of all, I want to create a simple layout, starting with a few of the printable sheets from the New Chapter kit from the Reset Girl. I'm going to limit myself and challenge myself by printing just a few of the printables first and my photos, and then I'm going to also challenge myself to just use stamps, stickers, and washi for this layout. And I like doing that every once in a while because that limits my design choices and creates an easier, quicker layout for me. And this is the only thing I have out on my desk besides the scissors and my paper trimmer. So I'm looking at my sheets again, seeing what kind of elements I want to add, and I'll be getting out my stamps. I have the Everyday Explorers Co. stamps from Christine Heron, and those are called Coffee Snob. The other set is called Caffeinated. So you see that I've changed my mind here, and I want 3 items on the right hand side and this one 2x2 pocket quote on the left hand side, just to have an odd number. So now I'll go about deciding where I want to place my stamps, and I'm showing you a close-up of the photos at the coffee roasters. So I'm going to practice stamping on, because I haven't used these stamps, they're brand new. So what I'm going to do is check my ink color and do a practice stamp on the edge of this printable from the Reset Girl. So that way I know if this color, I'm showing you the packaging there, that way I know if these colors are going to coordinate with the kit. And I'm also using an old school stamp pad there I got from an old stamp company. And then this is a teal Prima Marketing chalk ink, and then I think the other color is vintage pink. So now that I know, I'm not really a willy-nilly stamper. I like to know where and what my design is going to be and where my stamps are going to be. Like, I want to stamp on purpose. So I have the idea that I want to kind of create a run of circles down the center of the page. That way it will kind of soften the rectangles and squares that I already have laid out. So I leave my photos on here so I know where the stamp is going to be so that you can see it. And I want to use different colors of ink because there's a lot of neutral in the photos. So here is the pink, and I'm going to stamp this one a couple different times. And I like these circular elements. They add a clean graphic element to your layouts. And I'm just making sure that I have this placement right and that it's going to show. So I'm going to move my photos out of the way but keep the stamp in the same area. The chalk ink dries pretty quickly so you can move your items back. So now I'm going to add the 2x2 coat on the left page with some washi from the Reset Girl. So this is one of my items that I'm using, just the few products that I'm going to be using. So I like this warm pink here, and I'm just going to add the 2x2 coat with the washi, and then later I'll add some tape runner. I like how this is looking, but I need to decide what else I want to add. So here's the printables from the Reset Girl, the florals from the New Chapter kit, and I have printed these on Avery sticker, clear label sticker paper. I believe it's matte. So I wanted to add some of the florals because it brings all the colors from the layout together. And this one's kind of in a triangle shape, so I think that will look good to kind of place it close to the stamping and kind of tie in the stamping. And there I've already placed it. I decided to punch that other 2x2 square quote into a circle. So I mostly have stickers and circles on this right hand side. I like it better because it kind of focuses on the circular element on that 2x2 quote on the left hand side. So now that I have my stickers down, I can start adhering elements since I know where everything is going to be. And it kind of creates a run of different elements down the center of the page, like I said, and that way it kind of softens the edges of my photos. So I'll place the photos on with this Sticky Thumb American Crafts tape runner. This holds really well, and I like that it's a thin adhesive and doesn't bulk up my pages. So I'm just using the lines on the edit notebook, and I'll link in the description box below to the little craft place in Texas where I got this planner. So now that I have my photos down, I'm going to bring out the washi tape. I think I want to use the washi tape from Maggie Holmes. First I tried this newsprint, and I think it's just a little bit too much of the neutral. And I like this says "You Are Loved," so that's perfect. And this is the Maggie Holmes Flourish collection washi tape. So I have two different kinds of washi tape here, and I think this one says "This Moment," or "Moments Like This," that's what it says. So I'm just kind of using that as a stamped label at the top, even though it's not stamped. It kind of resembles when you stamp labels and add them to your photos. So I'm going to show you a close-up of what I got so far. Now I can move on to the journaling. At first I thought, well, I can add some of that book print or newsprint washi tape as well. But I changed my mind. So now we can go about journaling. I'm just saying what I have that's lumpy so I know where my pen is going to want to skip. And then you can see the stamps that I used. I just brought those back to see if I wanted to add more stamping. I'm going to lift up this 2x2 coat and also add tape runner to the washi tape, just so I know it's not going to go anywhere. I want to also add a set of florals to this left-hand page just to create a cohesive layout. I always like to add whatever I add to the right, I also like to add it to the left. So I only have to choose, my only design choice is which floral. They're all so cute. That's going to be a hard choice. So do I want one with brown? Do I want a smaller one? And plus, using this floral sticker will also kind of soften the hard edges of that square piece. So I choose this one that doesn't have brown, but that's okay because it's colorful and will add some of the color from the right hand side of the page to the left hand side. I just simply fussy cut this out with some American Crafts really sharp detail scissors here. And decide where I want to put that. I think I like it there. Yeah, we'll go for there. That's a quick stick tool from We Are Memory Keepers. I like to use that to place my stickers because it keeps my hands out of the way. So there's a kind of close-up. You can see a little bit. I love how the clear matte sticker paper kind of blends into the background and it almost looks like it was pre-printed on the background sheet. So now I have to decide what else I want to add to the layout, or do I want to add more stamping? I like that pink color over. I want to add that to the left. And what I'm going to decide is because we don't have any of the listing prompts this month, I stamped that gratitude stamp from Felicity Jane, and I like that it looks like a label, and I continued it down the left side of the entire left page. Now I simply get to journal and fill in. I'm using my phone. If you saw that in the shot, I got my phone out so that I could journal things that I was grateful for each day, at least one thing each day. Trying to be more grateful and more mindful and aware of the good in each day. And this one I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to skip Tuesday here, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to go over here and hand letter for the right hand side and talk about the coffee roaster's house that we went to with a coffee date. So I'm just hand lettering with a Tombow Fudenosuke brush hard tip pen. And then I will continue some tall hand-lettered capital letters printing underneath that. So it'll say Dark Moon Coffee. I wanted to add roasters, but I didn't have enough room. before that sticker, so I just left it off because clearly it's a coffee roaster. So now I'm going to also add some hand lettering to the left, but I need to journal first, just so I know where I'm going to have room to add more hand lettering since it takes up a little bit more space on the spread. So I'm filling in my daily gratitudes really with a Sharpie fine point permanent marker. I like this because it doesn't bleed through and it's waterproof and permanent. The writing's pretty small, but you can read it still, so that's okay. And I like how this simple kind of memory keeping layout, I notice a difference in my mood if I do not, I've skipped quite a few months because we had travel and other things come up, and I notice if I skip this and I'm going through like a rough week, I notice it makes it worse. So definitely writing out gratitude each day, or at least one thing I'm grateful for each day, really helps with my mood and my outlook on life. So that's why I have continued to do this project for the entire year, and I think this is probably the first planner that I'm going to actually finish a whole year on. So I'm adding some more things. I can add more than one thing that I'm grateful for. On Tuesday I got a sweet card from my mom, and so I'm adding that in. I'm adding some memory keeping things also for the day that we went to the coffee roasters, and kind of combining my gratitude list and the memory keeping and some positive things. So that's what I look for each week, is what positive stuff happened, what connections happened, what heart connections can I focus on this week. And so that's what this spread is about. There's the gratitude stamp, and I'm showing you that I decided I want to add some. This is a Reset Girl from her crafty kit. This is a stamp from her, and so I'm adding that tiny pink heart just to kind of, I like the layer that it gives when you stamp it over some of the elements that you already have on your page. So it kind of creates some layers without some bulk, and I really like that. So I'm adding an odd number of stamps, and I think I'm going to add another one to the left hand side because I don't like that I just have two. So what I'm doing off camera there is going through my phone so that I can write the proper gratitude on the proper day there. And going back to my phone and filling out some more. You can see it off to the side. I'm looking at the photos, so that'll help me remember what I was thankful for each day. And what do I add now? Let's see. I believe I'm going to add a few more of those stamped hearts because I really like how they look. And I'm layering, notice I'm stamping over the edge of that 2x2 pocket quote from the Reset Girl, because I like how that looks when the images are layered over each other. Like I said, it just creates some interest. So I'm going back to my phone to finish the journaling here. I've just got 2 more days, I think. I had a crafty Saturday where I spent the day kind of painting and working on my summer junk journal that the Reset Girl Camp Wanna-Craft experience happened in. So I think I'm going to just include 2 months in my summer junk journal, and then August will have to be separate. So I'm liking how this is looking. It's a little more simple, a little less product on the page, and a little less cluttered look. I need to journal down the right hand side about our coffee roasters and add in a few more memorable moments that I want to record. So thank you so much for joining me with this, the Reset Girl Design Team Hobonichi Style B6 Edit Planner that I got from the little craft place in Texas. And I appreciate you spending your time on my channel. Thanks for being here, and thanks for commenting. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. And if you want to like and subscribe, you'll see some more videos like this, and if you click the bell, you'll be notified when a new video is uploaded. So thank you so much for joining me. Bye!